There are certain things that happen that you start wondering, can this happen? A lot of things happens that when you hear, you start like, no, it's not true. If somebody will tell you that a man can come into your life as a woman just to reduce you, just to buy you, you won't believe it. This is what happened. It's true. Oh. It's not a story. I'm not lying. This is really true. This man started liking this lady, which the lady was like, no, I don't want. You know, sometimes also, even if you want to be in a relationship, you want to also take your time. So as this lady was like, no, so the guy keep calling, but they were always chatting, talking, but the lady said, no, I don't want, no. So, you know, it took a period of time. So the lady said for a period of time, about 6 months, she didn't hear anything from the guy and she never bothered because she was not interested. All of a sudden, the guy called her again and started talking, gave stories why he disappeared and he was having something that he was dealing with. The woman said, no problem, because since she wasn't interested, so she didn't really bother. So this lady, this man continued to still say, oh, why don't you try me? I really would love you, blah, 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 blah. So the lady said, since this man has been wanting her for a very long time, she now felt that, let me try. At least she doesn't have somebody. The lady agreed to date the guy and they started dating. The guy said, I will marry you. We are going to marry. So the lady said, oh, just hold it. I'm not ready for marriage. Yes, let's know ourselves better. So you see, they started dating. So just along the line, as they are dating, the lady was noticing some kind of behavior, but she was just like, okay, let me see. Not knowing that this man discussed with a friend that this girl, I've been talking to her, she doesn't want. For not even accepting me from the beginning. If I even get her, the way I will use her, if I will deal with her, I'm not going to use her for anything. God will help her if she will not die. He made that statement to his friend, and that friend of his didn't don't know the lady. They were just talking. So finally, when he started dating the lady, he also talked to the friend that, that lady, I've got her, we have started though. She doesn't know what she's in for. I will deal with her. So after all those threats, so the friend was like, who is this lady? So he tried to monitor the friend to find out who the lady was. Tracing was like, tracing the friend. And the day the friend said they were going to somewhere, so the guy tried to sneak around to look for the lady and try to know things about the lady and find a way to communicate with the lady and told the lady that, listen, this man, he's just out to destroy you. There's nothing that he wants from you. So be careful. The friend reached out to the lady. So the lady already, she was not feeling fine dating the guy. So she said she was very, so she didn't say anything, but she was scared. So he said before the guy said, oh, okay, we have to marry, but before that, let's do a joint account. Said the things that this guy came up with that they should do. So the lady said, let me think about it. So the lady said, you know what? I'm not going to do any joint account, even if I marry. Why? He said he was beginning to be very aggressive. So then when the lady said she saw that he was aggressive, then the lady said, okay, you know what? I'm still thinking about it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Then he said a day later, he called, oh, can I borrow your car? So the lady said, oh, my car is not good. I'm bringing it to the mechanic. So the girl now saw that this guy was not ready. Say so after this, after asking of these two things, she realized that the guy was a little bit aggressive with his behavior and talking. So The girl now told the guy, say, you know what, I've thought about this relationship. I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to let's quit. Say that was the biggest mistake of her life, for telling the guy that she's quitting, because the guy has not been able to carry out what he wants. Then say the guy started, why you want to play with my feelings? Say the guy started, was planning everything. So this thing has to end up. The lady went to the police, everything. This thing that I'm saying, the guy was ready to unalive this lady. She said it got so bad that she has to pack out from her house. She has to change where she was living. The police has to put a restraining order for the man. She said she started praying. She did a lot just to cut this guy off. What am I saying? Some men will just come into your life just to destroy you. It's not that they like you. It's not that they love you. But sometimes also, it's difficult to know. It's difficult. So, we have to be very careful with the kind of choices that we make. And before you say yes to anybody now for marriage, be wise. So find out about that person. Ask a lot of questions. Somebody that you don't know before at all. If you are dating that person, try to find people who know that person and ask a lot of questions. At least they will say, this guy is this guy is that. It's very important. It's more common with men than women. They will say, oh, what of women? Yes, you can also have bad women, but men are worse. So I hope we learn from this. Leave your comments.